And welcome back to Area DMG. I am your host, Phil Wesley, the Mile High Mouth. Today is February 9th, 2015, and we're going to address some of the things we forgot to address after the last Newsity. After the last Newsity, there's been two Nintendo Directs, an official one and then an unofficial one about Xenoblade Chronicles X, which looks amazing. Quite frankly, we're looking forward to it. However, let's talk a little bit about what happened in that Nintendo Direct, and a little bit of what's happened since then. Here's what happened. They announced a brand new Fire Emblem If, which will be out in August, apparently, in Japan. Will we get it here in December? Probably not, maybe January. I'm hoping that they pick the same localization team that they did for Awakening for this one. So, shout out to the people over at 8-4. You guys better be doing a good job on the next Fire Emblem localization, because I'm going to buy it and I appreciate a good localization. Of course. Anywho, there were some other things that were announced. The new Nintendo 3DS will be skipping North America at this time. We will not be getting the smaller one with the templates at this time. This might have to do with the fact that, well, to be honest, they made more of the Nintendo 3DS XL than they did the new Nintendo 3DS, the smaller one. So it might have to do with limited supply constraint, sales patterns, and all sorts of other things. So people are mad about that. We'll probably do something about that in the future. Kind of a little bit of a rant. Speaking of those, we are going to have two different videos that will be kind of ranty coming up. One will be about the new Nintendo 3DS XL, and the lack of the new Nintendo 3DS, and region coding. That'll be fun. And the other one will be about Anime Land Wasabi. It's a tiny little convention that just got tinier with, well, to be honest, they don't have the reach that we do audience-wise. So whenever we cover them, we're kind of doing them a favor. But there are issues with that particular convention, which we'll go into detail in another video. So, I guess you could look forward to that. You probably won't care either way, just as we don't. So, let's get back to the Nintendo stuff. Club Nintendo is closing in June. It will be replaced by a new program, which they will probably announce at E3 this year. To make up for that happening, they have decided to put out a ton of digital awards and some brand new physical awards, and everyone with a Club Nintendo account gets Flipnote 3D. Flipnote Studios 3D in the United States, or in Europe. It got delayed in North America by a few days, but it is coming out before the end of February. Now, that's kind of cool. The new Nintendo 3DS XL is coming out on February 13th. So actually this week, we're actually looking forward to it. We're pretty excited about it. It's coming out in 4 colors. Gold, Majora's Mask 3D, that's a variation of it, and a silver Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate new 3DS XL, another variation of it, new red, and new black. What surprises me is that for some bizarre reason, the new black isn't orange. I think Netflix lied to me. Why would you lie to me, Netflix? So getting back to games, because that's the important part about this new hardware, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate and Majora's Mask 3D will be out on February 13th in the United States. And it'll be great. In Europe on February 13th, Ironfall Invasion, the kind of Gears of War style third-person shooter from the people who made Cop the Recruit, VD Dev, a team which consists of 3 people, will be arriving in Europe on the 13th. It looks like it might arrive in the United States on the 19th, so we'll see. That will be interesting, because it makes use of the new 3DS features like the C-Stick, as well as the Circle Pad Pro on the older versions of the 3DS. Now, there are going to be games that are available only on the new Nintendo 3DS XL. One of them will be Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, which they announced will contain amiibo support for the Shulk amiibo. Oh, I'm really feeling it! And that's... Well, what's he do with it? Well, he unlocks tokens. Tokens. This is really token amiibo support. What he will do is he unlocks these tokens when you scan the amiibo at least once each day, and you can use those tokens to purchase in-game 3D models, music, etc. Essentially kind of like a little museum. Think like the trophies in Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS or for the Wii U. Okay, you can also unlock those trophies through a Street Pass option. So if you're not one with amiibo, or if you're amiibo challenged and you do not have a Shulk amiibo, you don't have to worry too much, because you can get those same tokens through the Street Pass stuff. Now, the amiibos won't work on your old Nintendo 3DS without the use of a dongle, which they will release at a later date and time. That's kind of like the little pillar that came with Skylanders, or the weird saucer plate thing that came with Disney Infinity. So that'll be out in the future, but with the new Nintendo 3DS XL, that support is built in. You just tap it on the screen, or above the screen. You don't even have to touch the screen. Amiibos are like that. So that'll be interesting. And speaking of amiibos, they will be added to Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS with an update scheduled to go live Tuesday of this week. Meaning that, well, they're getting us ready for the release of the new Nintendo 3DS XL by opening up the world of amiibos to Nintendo 3DS owners who buy the new Nintendo 3DS XL or wait for the little dongle attachment. So that's happening. Also happening is the sequel to Bravely Default. Bravely Second has been given or bestowed a subtitle. Now, the original Bravely Default, the subtitle was like Where the Fairy Flies, or in the United States, Flying Fairy. The new one is Bravely Second End Layer. Now, spoiler alert, those subtitles mean things and may be altered in the future. End spoiler. Not really a spoiler, but it's to let you know that that subtitle means something. What does it mean? We don't know yet. Looking forward to finding out, though. And that is pretty much it for the Newsity that's happened between when we last had our Newsity and today. So that's it for now. We will have some more videos, more gaming paraphilia, some rants, some more Radio DMG Rewind, more things, more in the future. And we want to thank you for liking us, like this video, subscribing to us. If you don't know us and don't subscribe to us, do it. Subscribe to us and let people that you know also subscribe to us. Spread the word, spread the Newsity. Our love will consume the earth. And if you already do, if you already love us, like us, and subscribe to us, we appreciate you and we love that you do that. And keep watching our videos, because we like making them for you if you keep watching them. I'm your host, Philip Wesley, the Mile High Mouth. This has been your Area DMG Newsity for February 9th, 2015, and you are now caught up.